The low income and fixed income are vitally important groups of people, especially with what Congress is currently working on. I have all the details for you in this video. Let's get into it right now. But really quickly before we do, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as I am your one and only daily advocate, and I'm very much dedicated to bringing you all the latest details each and every day during this very busy time as information continues to change. And like I just said, I completely agree. The low income and fixed income are a very, very important group of people, and I'm very much dedicated to helping you out in any way that I possibly can. As I understand, the struggle is real right now, especially for these groups of people, as everything continues to get more expensive every single day, and the struggle continues to get worse and worse each and every month. But don't worry, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can. I truly want to help you out during this time, which is why I'm spending hours and hours doing all this research, breaking it all down into these short videos so that you can get all these details hot off the wire every single day as this information is being released. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below, and I promise you I'll continue to be here for you right by your side every single day as your one and only daily advocate to help you out in any way that I possibly can during this very busy time. All right, thanks again. Let's jump right into the video. All right, so this is actually very interesting because I want to talk through a little bit of what I've been seeing down in the comments section, and this is something that has been happening for quite a while now. However, I do want to talk about also what Congress is currently working on right now and why the low income and fixed income are actually a very, very important group of people, especially with what Congress is currently doing right here, right now. All right, so first off, what I continue to see down in the comment section is a lot of people reaching out saying, Congress doesn't care about us. We're living on Social Security. We're low income. They simply don't care about us at all. They're more worried about all these other things. You know, the list goes on and on about all these things that they're worried about. Well, let's be real. Congress probably is pretty concerned about all of these other things going on out there right now. However, at the same time, I do think that they completely recognize the low income and the fixed income are actually very, very important groups of people. And again, my dedication on this channel for the last several years now is to be here for you every single day, especially the low income and the fixed income. If you haven't seen any of my videos going back, feel free to go back and check some out. I have almost 2,300 videos right here on the channel, and that's exactly what we do right here every single day. Is I am the advocate for all of these groups of people. So very, very important. Like I said, I totally get it. The struggle is real. Of course, I do not know your exact situation. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's level of struggle is different right now, but I think we can all probably agree the struggle is very, very much real. However, I have to say this much. According to everything that's been going on lately, as in the last maybe week and a half or so now, there's been a lot of different things that have been happening out there, and I want to break it down to actually show you that Congress also recognizes the low income and the fixed income play a very vital role in everything going on right now. So I want to explain this to you, kind of let you know what is actually going on out there and what I'm actually seeing with all this research, with everything that I'm finding. So over the last week and a half or so now, we've seen how many proposals? I'm going to say, 6, 7, 8 proposals that we've seen showing up not only in Congress, but across many different states. And we've seen all kinds of economists and many different people coming out with all of these different proposals that want to do different things like sending out vouchers on a monthly basis, sending out checks on a quarterly basis, a one-time check, $1,100. We've seen talk about stimulus checks, direct checks, tax rebates, tax credits, and all kinds of different things. Here's what I have to point out as well. I've mentioned this in all the videos that I've talked about these programs specifically. However, I want to point this out once again. All of these programs are focused around the low income. Yeah, all of these programs are specifically focused around what they identify as the low income. Now, some of them identify low income being $75,000 and less. Some people identify low income as about $8,000 or $10,000 and less. So there's a wide spectrum here as far as how they determine low income. But I think all of us can probably agree, a lot of times these surveys that we've talked about many times over the last year and a half now, maybe even longer than that, have all focused around low income being about $50,000 or even $40,000 of income each and every year. Now remember one more thing really fast here. Income is simply based on dollars that you have coming into your possession, whether it's into a bank account, physical, green dollars, the paper stuff that we get in our hands, whatever it happens to be. So if you're getting it from SSI, Social Security Retirement, SSDI, VA, maybe you're working and you're low income. Doesn't matter. All of these would be considered income. Doesn't matter where your income comes from. It's just literally money coming into your possession. That is what income is defined as, right? So anyway, this is actually very important to watch for because Congress is recognizing that all of these proposals that have come out recently are focused on the low income. Very, very important. Also, there was one of these reports that came out the other day calling on an $1,100 stimulus check. Did you see that video? If not, feel free to scroll back and check that one out. It talked about sending out a $1,100 stimulus check specifically focused on the low income. Why would they want to do that? Here's why. And this is, again, it shows the importance behind the millions and millions of people who are low income and fixed income. So just fixed income alone, just from Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, it makes up over 70 million beneficiaries. So that's a very substantial and very important group of people. So here's what they're talking about. They've talked about sending out a $1,100 stimulus check for all of these people. Why? Well, here's why. Because the United States economy is pretty much on the brink of recession. There's been a lot of talk right now about the markets and the economy as a whole falling into a recession. Well, they've been talking about what they can actually do to mitigate the depth of the recession, recession. And they've also talked about what they can do to help out lower or decrease the chances of falling into a recession. Well, that's why they came out with this idea of an $1,100 stimulus check for the low income. Why? Well, because they know that the low income are a very important group of people, number one. And number two, they know that the low income need this money right now to buy the necessities, to buy the basics, to cover their cost of living on an ongoing monthly basis. So they know that with this report, they said, hey, let's send everybody, the low income, an $1,100 check. And we know that these very important people are going to go out, take that money, and spend it right away. Again, therefore, hopefully avoiding a very deep recession here in the United States, or even if the recession still comes, maybe it'll help kind of loosen the blow on the economy just a little bit. Therefore, maybe we won't fall quite as deep or we won't go down quite as hard if we send out this money to the low income. Because here's the advantage behind the low income and the fixed income. These people, again, according to all the studies and reports that we've seen here over the last year and a half or so, we know that the low income and fixed income take the money and we go out and buy things, the necessities, food, clothes, gas for our cars. We buy things, right? We go out and we buy the necessities. We're consumers. We go out and spend the money on things that we need right now. Whereas they've also found with the studies that the high income or the medium income, the moderate income people out there, they don't really do anything when it comes to helping the economy. They take the money and they stash it away for a rainy day. Well, I'm sorry, but that doesn't help the economy. Taking money and putting it into savings right now does not do anything for the economy. They want the economy to be stimulated. They want us to go out and buy products and services. They want us to go out into the stores and buy goods. They want us to go out and spend money. That is how the economy continues to stay alive and well, and how the economy continues to stay propped up is by consumer spending. So that's what they've introduced with these proposals is they say, hey, we know that we've got the low income and the fixed income. Again, a very, very important group of people. Therefore, if we give them money, we know that this would be a great way to help stimulate the economy in a very fast way. Whereas they also know giving money to the higher income people and even the middle income people who may not need the money is not necessarily an advantageous move on the part of the economy and the government as a whole, because they know that money's probably just going to be stashed away and it's not going to have any effect other than just more money going out into the system and literally doing nothing other than maybe going into savings. Or maybe they pump it into the stock market. Well, guess what? Putting money in the stock market is not stimulating the economy. That does not stimulate the economy. It is not money being spent. It is not the velocity of money in the economy, but rather it's money being invested. That's totally different than money being spent. Two totally different things. Money invested is not money spent. Okay? Kind of get the idea behind all this? So I know that a lot of you down in the comment section have been saying, they don't care about us. The Congress doesn't care about us. The administration doesn't care about us. We're low income, we're fixed income. They don't care about us. It's easy to feel that way. I totally agree. It's very easy to wake up every day and feel like they don't care, they've done nothing for us. It's very easy to feel that way. But at the same time, on the other hand, I also want to throw this out there and say, Congress recognizes they have an ace up their sleeve, and it's called the low income and the fixed income. They know that at any given point, if they give us money, guess what? We're going to go spend it right away, and we're going to help them bail out of a big situation that they've gotten themselves into, called way too much inflation and pretty much an economy that is teetering on the edge of a massive cliff here called a recession. So they know they have all of the low income and fixed income kind of waiting, and they could send us money, and therefore we're going to go out and spend it. So anyway, I want to break this down for you. I know it's hard to sometimes to feel like, they don't care about us, but I want you to know that yes, they do care, and you are very, very important. So I hope that kind of breaks it all down for you and lets you know where this whole equation kind of stands right now with everything going on. You play a very, very important role. But anyway, I'm here for you. I'm here to bring you all the latest details, to break it all down, and to make sure that you're staying updated every single day with all the latest information during this very busy time as all of this continues to change very, very rapidly. I'm doing all the research, and I want to be here for you in any way that I possibly can. Like I said, your one and only daily advocate. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe down below. It's totally free to do so, and I will continue to be here for you each and every day going forward with all the details and information that I find with all of this research. So again, subscribe down below. Feel free to share this video or any others here on the channel with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other nearly 2,300 videos right here on the channel. Enjoy your day, stay safe out there, and I hope this one helps you out, as I always hope all of the videos help you out in some capacity. Again, enjoy your day.